We have returned. Welcome back to the stream, everybody. That was Tombstone number 9 by Murray Schaff, which, considering at least one of the games I'm planning on streaming right now, I feel like it's going to fit. As I said last time, though, I am planning on actually doing using a guide to find all the stuff in the New Flesh, which is the game I streamed the other day. I am not going to do that right now. That might be a later thing. I did actually look up a video guide for some of the stuff I missed. Some of it I don't know that I ever would have found on my own, because they are hidden doors in the walls, much like that one that was hinted at the beginning of the game, where it's like, use other door, but there's no door. There's several sections of the game where you have to inspect seemingly random walls, and then it opens up and you find more stuff. So, yeah, I don't think I ever would have found all that without a guide. So, I am going to do that at some point or another, but that's not what we're going to do today. Today, what we are going to do is I am going to stream a game that has been suggested to me several times. Before I get into that, though, I suppose I should also welcome the folk here. So, welcome back to the stream Rolls, and welcome back to the stream Baked. Lovely to see you both. Now, Rolls apparently currently has me on mute and is lurking, but I still appreciate that all the same. Maybe if I just use my brain waves, I can beam that into his head, you know? God, I feel like I'd abuse that power. I shouldn't use that. Oh, also, thanks for the compliments on the beard. That's what happens when you get lazy and stop shaving. I do need to trim it down a little more, because it's starting to get real flyaway right there. Yeah. But, see, the funny thing I noticed, and I don't know how easy it is to see in this lighting and with the camera, but it's really starting to go white in 2 streaks here, and that hair just sticks off real bad sometimes, so. It's also very scraggly, but hey. I'm just basically growing it out to see how long it'll grow out before I get annoyed with it. I have gotten it caught in coat zippers a few times, so that might that might cause me to not grow it out too long. We'll see. Yeah, I'm going full marks. There you go. No, if I'm going to go full marks, I actually do need to grow it out a bit more on the sides, I think, because I think it was all like, you know, like that. I need to let the sideburns really go wild if I'm going to do. And then maybe, like, write a manifesto or something. I don't know. I need to workshop that. Anyway. Before I got distracted by my beardiness, what was I doing? Yes, a game that has been suggested to me several times over the last couple of years is one called Slay the Princess, which you can tell because it's in the stream title and stuff. But I've heard a lot of good things. It is kind of... My basic gist is that it's sort of like... almost like a point-and-click kind of romance kind of thing. Except... also not. The art looks really cool. It's a very visually interesting game. And it seems like it's one of those that you get into it, and unless you've viewed spoilers, you don't know what you're getting into. So I kind of like that aspect. It's going to be interesting to see. So the only gist that I know going in... Happy Canadian Thanksgiving. Assuming celebrated in Newfoundland. If not, then Happy Monday instead. It is indeed celebrated in Newfoundland, so thank you very much for that. Actually, before I carry on with this, I need to show you. See, because we didn't really have a whole lot of people around, we didn't exactly have the whole big Thanksgiving dinner. I wasn't able to go home this weekend. But what I did instead... I'll be right back. This hardly comes as a shock, but it's because I've talked about doing this on stream before. What I did instead was I did a lot of baking. So I just made, I think, 3 loaves of bread. I say I think as if I didn't know how much I made. The first loaf did not last very long. Another one that was freshly baked today, I've put in the freezer. And this is my next one. Homemade bread does not last long. And I am glad I eventually learned a skill to make it myself. It's really not that hard, if you really think about it. It's not difficult to make bread, it's difficult to make a really good loaf of bread. But these last 3 I made turned out real friggin' good, so I think I'm starting to get a... I was also going to make muffins, however we had some friends over yesterday, and one of them brought a full rainbow bit cake and a tiramisu that she made from scratch. And she left a large chunk of both of them here, so... As I like to say, she cursed us with it, and by us, I mean me, because I'm probably going to be the one who's going to be eating all of the tiramisu that's left. Which is not a bad thing, don't get me wrong, it's delicious. It's just, I should not be eating that much dessert. I'm going to eat that much dessert, but I shouldn't eat that much dessert. Anyway, after getting distracted by baked goods, yes, Slay the Princess. We're going to dive into that and see how badly this might psychically and emotionally scar me, I guess. Maybe that's the best way to put it. Because I have heard that this game is real screwy. But really pretty to look at, but also maybe really horrifying to look at. Anyway, like I was saying before I got distracted by bread, the basic gist I understand of this game is that you're given the instruction to essentially go kill this princess for certain reasons. This is a horror game and is not intended for audiences. Please visit our website. Yeah. Slay the Princess contains flickering image effects as well as parallax effect that on rare occasions has caused motion sickness in players, so warning for that, because I'm probably not going to turn that off unless it really frigs me up. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings, there are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. I'll be the judge of that when I get to the end of it. But yeah, I do know that there are multiple ways this game can go. Several endings, and I don't know if we ever really get to the bottom of what actually is happening. Okay, so I have already changed some of the settings here, but I'm just going to go through them. And, yeah, I don't think I really need to use any of this. And the controls are probably fairly basic, so I don't need to mess with that. The only thing I really changed was I lowered the volume and stuff a little. I don't know if I even really need to do that, but we'll see. Well, let's get into it and see what happens. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Interesting place to steal a princess, but alright.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Isn't there a subplot in The Witcher about this? It's freaky that I'm doing this. Okay, that just gives me a rundown of the dialogue. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward? There's so many options. Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution! Turn around and leave. The end of the world? What are you talking
about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Honestly, I'd be more concerned about the lack of trees than people, but hey, you know, to each their own. Hello, God, and stream. Hopefully you're having a lovely day. Time to slay some princesses? Maybe. We'll see. Do you have any evidence to back this up?
You're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
I see, I might be on the path that leads to the cabin because I enjoy a lovely walk in the woods. It's a beautiful time of the year for it. A princess locked in the basement in the world.
Linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
You consider the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
The roll. So you mean Cap, but rolls too. Yeah, no, that's what's going on here. I'm not actually in this game. I am playing as Rolls playing this game. That's the meta twist that we're going to be spitting into this. And again, the hilarious thing is I think he's currently got me on mute, so he has no idea.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
You fucked up that badly, you shouldn't have been raising chickens in the first place.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Your princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
You see, if it's me, specifically me, asking that question, and presumably Rolls too, wasn't me saying specifically isn't slaying a princess a bad thing. I feel like that's just me in general saying, this is just killing anybody kind of a bad, you know? Just saying, murder. I might actually turn this up a tiny bit. Because this game is not very loud to begin with. Many games are, so. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
I mean, maybe the princess does if you assume she's going to do it.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Catch me on the right day, I can be pretty nihilistic. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this?
But you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Yeah, see, that seems real sketchy to me. Never enter into a contract like this unless you know the absolute of what you're going to be getting. This might be some weird-ass monkey paw situation. Can someone else do this?
If only that were the case, but I don't make the rules. I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far. But unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off. Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
Forget it, I'm not doing this.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
What happens if I just leave? Let's just leave.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Well, I know you just told me I was on the direction facing the cabin, so if I turn around and walk in the opposite direction, unless we've got some kind of weird-ass time-space thing going on here, then I'm just not going to go to the cabin. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. Cabin. I am not going to the cabin.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it.
So now that's me, I guess.
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Or... wait, no, the hero is a completely different character who's not me?
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Turn around again and leave
You're
again.
really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Look, buddy, I don't know who you are. I just heard the voice of a completely different person. You don't seem to actually be here with me. I might be just a disembodied intelligence floating around, so I think I'm probably safe. Good, maybe everybody should die. It's what they get for dumping me in the woods and asking me to kill someone for them.
When I said everyone, I meant everyone. That's a pretty large group to just condemn to death over a single princess.
You're not gonna get me with your trolley problem bullshit.
And last I checked, you're part of everyone too, so if you think about it, walking up to that cabin and slaying her is really in your best interests as well.
Can't prove that.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
How long can I just keep walking in circles, I wonder? Yes, everyone should include the princess. Job done. You got it. You got a good point. See, technically, if everyone dies, the princess dies, I still do my job without lifting a finger. Case closed.
Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Yeah, well, I guess I start walking in a different direction. Again, in fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
Okay, so now are you going to tell me there's multiple princesses and I have to kill them all? Or maybe it's like a shell game kind of thing?
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
You know, buddy, I'm more concerned about how you seem to be a disembodied voice who's trying to force me to kill somebody. I think that's kind of a sign of psychosis, maybe? I'm beginning to really question if I'm fully in my right mind, so...
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
Well, I wouldn't have to search very far for certain death if what you're saying is true, because... by dawn, the princess is gonna kill everybody anyway.
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
It's like, God hand, this guy might be a princess by the amount of complaints. Yeah, he seems really, really pushy and demanding, doesn't he? Like the worst stereotype of royalty. Chapter 2, The Stranger.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Buddy, weren't we already here? And also, what's going on up there? That doesn't look right.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, no. So you can't just force me to go to the cabin? Am I on the holodeck? Oh, you bastard! You're in for it now! I'm wise to your tricks!
Tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience.
Okay, so now we have a third voice in the mix?
The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off.
Okay, I assume that I am just somebody suffering from severe psychosis, and this is just all in my head. All of these voices are me.
It really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet, and you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Can I stuff your pathetic little voice into the back of my mind? Was Wallsmart here last time? You can't just force me to go to the cabin.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
There's always a little voice in the back of your mind. Oh, I mean, usually, yes. And hello, Ticket. Welcome to the stream, and hopefully you're having a lovely day. I'm getting goaded into murdering somebody for the good of the world, apparently. Yep, okay, head to the cabin now, where I'm definitely going to slay that princess.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you.
Yes, I know you can tell when I'm lying, because as I've already established, you're one of the several voices in my head.
A warning, before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
Is that you think you drank too much coffee and you're too jittery now? It's that old Macho Man Randy Savage quote. It's like, of course I'm jittery. It's in my personality to be jittery. As I mentioned the man's name. don't think I should be breaking out the Macho Man just yet, though. I haven't come across anything that's really going to annoy me about this game, except this guy.
Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it.
Ah, hello. And now we have apparently a raid. Hello, Joe. To the stream. Hopefully you and your raiders are having a lovely day. I don't know if Baked is there to give you a shout out. I might have to do that myself. So that means I have to just slightly exit out of the game there. See if this thing still works. I haven't used any of these widgets in such a long time. Okay, it does still work, I just forgot how to use them. Oh, you were playing Lethal Company, were you? It's a game that I've seen quite a few people play, and it looks entertaining. But it's the kind of thing I've never really gotten into, though. It's kind of like big clusterfucks. Well, I just don't play a lot of multiplayer games. I think that's the best way to put it. Yes, thank you for finding the correct command for the shoutouts, Baked. I really appreciate that.
Let's keep an open mind.
Okay, I'm being railroaded into the cabin.
The interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense.
Yeah, I don't like how the doors and windows and shit are all just kind of hovering. That's, I feel like I'd vomit if I walked into a building like this. Just saying.
The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Can't I just stay here and spend the time to fix that table?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
I like to cuddle this guy's jib.
No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with.
No, I'm on the side of the contrarian.
I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise?
I don't know how simple and straightforward it is, because when I think princess, I don't immediately think apocalyptic being, you know?
You can't just say that. But when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together.
Again, I feel like I'm siding with the contrarian on this one, simply because I want to see how badly we can fuck this up.
Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm.
Easy for you to say, you're a disembodied voice. Presumably you can't even see this.
Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us.
Or that.
I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard.
I feel like it's kind of hard, but I don't know. Maybe that's just...
Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Say anything about the mirror on the wall?
Ooh, we should look at ourselves. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, sure, that'll be great.
You won't be looking at yourself because there isn't a mirror. There's the table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Now already I can tell that's bullshit.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. You insisting it isn't there just makes me want to look at it even more.
Which one? What's the point? I also want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
We shouldn't waste time preening. If he is lying about the mirror, it might be important.
Look, I'm going down to meet a princess. I want to make sure I don't have, I don't know, a booger hanging out of my nose or something. Just because we're here to theoretically kill her doesn't mean we can't look our best, alright?
I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do? So we're all in agreement then. We're looking.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Well, I was wondering why the cursor kind of looked like a goblin-y lizard hand, and I guess this is the reason why. This is indeed my first attempt. Pumpkin peach pie. So, I'm assuming I did not go about this the way people normally do? That would track. That would make sense for me. Okay, so I'm some sort of weird goblin-y fella.
But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
I can't help but think that this is some kind of weird psychological test, like you can really judge something about someone depending on how they first approach this game. And the fact that I have gone against the narrator at every turn might say something about me. Let's not analyze it too much, shall we? I'm not even going to take the knife. You know what? Screw it. We're just going to go in the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials.
Just looks like a really curvy MC Escher to me.
Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
History sludge, got it.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
That's lovely. I bet she has a great singing voice.
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die.
Well, I didn't take the knife, so...
We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Again, I'm all for the contrarian on this one, I think. path of most resistance.
You step to the left. The path is cruel against your feet, the impact of each step sending pulsing vibrations up your legs, until there's nothing left in them to feel. The air around you grows cold the further you progress. At first a barely noticeable drop, quickly evolving into a numbing cold. Your toes feel like blocks of ice, your breaths puff out in clouds of condensed vapor.
See, I'm picturing a couple of things at this point, and both of them are actually from Mario 64. I'm picturing both the endless staircase and, like, the really tough slide levels. Well, I mean, tough for a given value of tough, I guess.
You shudder against it as you continue down the stairway, losing yourself in the bone-deep chill. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether.
I like how everything is devolving into like a rough draft.
Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten.
You're hearing that Peach is my original princess? Yeah, I don't know if, like, she's the one I'm being sent here to kill. I've always found that there's something really fishy about her. Maybe Bowser's trying to tell us something. It's the reason why he keeps trying to kidnap her. Wait, the cursor has changed. It's a...
betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you just going to stand there?
Can't believe Bowser is the narrator. There we go, we have the secret. Okay, so yeah, the cursor briefly turned into a raven or something, but now I'm the goblin-y fella again.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways.
I love the contrarian. I think he is the MVP. We're gonna do everything he says.
The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
Didn't realize I was here. What's your name? Getting down here was weird, like I was pulled apart and put back together again. Yeah, let's ask this.
What, like you need me to hold your hand and tell you everything's okay? You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here? We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in.
What?
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another.
Is this a good thing, though? Because now we have a spare princess, right? So it's like Schrodinger's princess. We can have a dead princess, and we can have a live princess.
We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time?
But I haven't been down here.
Does it matter?
Why would I want a princess, though? I don't know. Maybe I'm just looking for a loophole. So I have technically killed the princess and saved the world, but I did it without actually murdering anybody. But then again, then you have to really get into the really messy semantics about whether a clone is a real person. And then it's just, you know, morality problems all the way down.
Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now.
See, I'm terribly confused, because I have not actually gotten to the princess at any point, and yet they're acting as if I have.
New plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Good call. See, what'll happen is we make an army of princesses, and then maybe they cancel each other out. It's like some sort of weird chemical reaction. So, one of them will end the world, but one of them will also end the world, and the two ends of the world will kind of like, I don't know, make a completely different world? Is that something that mathematically makes sense? Wait, why are these two... These two are together as a single choice. They shouldn't be. Either this is the game screwing with me, or this is a bug. Never was good at math, personally. You and me both, Sparrow. You and me both. There's more of you now.
And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin? I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger.
Wait, what?
There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago.
She fractures again.
I don't like where this is going.
No, I think it's
Neither
great.
do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start? We'd always start by retrieving the blade.
No.
Can we even leave this place? I don't like thinking about what might happen to us if we have to go back through those stairs.
Oh, hello, Steph. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Hopefully you're having a lovely day. Apparently I'm going to either end the world or just be drowning in princesses in a minute. Which, depending on your perspective, might be pleasant, but it also sounds very uncomfortable.
Well, that's where the blade is. If you want it, you'll have to go and get it.
I don't think we're going to be able to put her back.
Kinda hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
Oh, what a way to go indeed. No, we need to push this as far as we can. How many of them can we stack up in here? What's your name?
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really. Princess. It doesn't matter. I've been down here for so long. What's the point of a name if there's no one around to use it?
I do love that the three of them are also slightly different. Like, there's little differences in their expressions.
None of them have names. How astute. I told you she was untrustworthy.
For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. Do you know why you're down here?
Maybe it's because I'm dangerous. But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen. Or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it.
So we have the snarky princess, we have the sad princess.
Don't be coy. We both know why I'm locked away here. I'm a monster, and the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
The crazy princess.
Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers?
Can't even follow what's going on anymore.
We need to get out of here. This whole place is making me itch.
Okay, Mr. Contrarian. I agreed with you up to this point, but we need to push further. If I let you out of here, what are you going to do?
I don't think what I do really matters, does it? I just want to live my life. I'm a prisoner here, and whether or not you shoved me down here, you're practically my captor at this point. Anything I'd say is tainted by that.
Okay, snarky, sad, monstrous. kind of logically rational in a weird way, sort of emotionless. This one just wants to get out.
Besides, you already know what I'm going to do. If you want to put an end to me, then put an end to me.
I don't know if there's much difference between these two. These two look pretty similar. The mouth is a little different, I think. Oh, and she's also in a different pose here. Okay.
Not a single real answer. At least aside from Miss Blood and Destruction, it's infuriating, isn't it? Whose buttons are there for us to press? Whose skin is there for us to get under? Not exactly how I'd put it, but I don't disagree. There must be something we can do. This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. You can do this. But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different?
Now, logically, if we're going to kill one, I feel like this one is the one that we should probably take out, but, nothing in this game is straightforward,
Stop
I'm sure.
overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her.
That's all well and good, but which her are we talking about?
Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
Okay, I've only got one option left, which is technically two options? I'm getting you out of here, try and free her. I don't know what you are, but I can't trust you. I can't trust anything here. Leave her in the basement. Oh, there's three. Retrieve the blade. I'm assuming this is legit. There's a reason why all of these options are selected. Well, I suppose there's technically three of us. There's the hero, there's the contrarian, and there's me.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to watch.
Okay.
Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess.
And the cursor has now turned into the dagger.
But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now.
Okay.
No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others they just don't fit. They just don't fit.
Okay, alright, so I haven't saved the world, I haven't technically killed the princess, I have created a monstrosity, so I'm just going to consider this to be a net gain.
We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
Gorgeous.
Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
I don't think there's any fixing this.
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
Did you not?
It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
I don't think you're supposed to be just a flat no. Just destroyed it. It's you. Nah, I'll do my best. Yeah, okay. Okay, and I just got an achievement called the Illusion of Choice. When everything is possible, nothing is. But you don't know if she had the chance to hear your reply. She's gone, replaced with something
She's
else.
gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
She went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her. The narrator is gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. Then what the hell are we supposed to do?
The narrator is gone.
Yes. Does that mean the world ended?
If it did, if it did, and we're still here, does that mean we are now the god of this new world?
Again, what the hell are we supposed to do? There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
Okay, listen, bud, it's just us in the mirror, so what the hell else am I gonna do?
Don't do that. I'm begging you.
Screw you both.
Don't do this.
I scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. The body. It's you! It's a me! An abomination. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Really? I see a what appears to be a bonfire of hands? Maybe she can lend a hand. I really need the help.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Yeah, that sounds like me. Destroy your body. Where are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Solitary. What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
Twist is this is all some sort of weird computer simulation. What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me.
Fair enough, I guess.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. These ones are a contradiction. A winding kaleidoscope of paths and walls. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold.
Kitty, I think you've got enough hands. You can hold whatever you want.
I am sorry that you met this vessel so early in your journey, but they will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
See, I love that I probably wasn't supposed to get this path so early. I feel like I was supposed to go about this game in a semi-sensible way, starting off. Instead, I've gotten this. Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me.
This is going to be like some sort of weird meta concept where she's not strictly a single character. She's just like the ideal princess that's just kind of floating around in the air of all kinds of fairy tales and stories. Didn't Plato have a theory about this kind of thing?
I promise that it doesn't hurt.
You know, my half-assed memories from a philosophy class I took almost 20 years ago. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Always presumed the narrator was part of me anyway, so...
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
You know about the worlds beyond this place.
I know only that they are.
Are you princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess? Or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Speaking of circles, we're getting right back to the chicken and the egg thing. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
Clap your hands if you believe.
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay, I can kind of get what's happening here now. I just need to bring all of the experiences to this princess singularity. I guess that's probably what the whole point of this is. And again, hilarious that I got to this first go. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
How many more pieces of you do? Yeah, so I think this is where I'm supposed to funnel myself to really figure out what's happening in this game. But I don't think I was supposed to get here this early.
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
That is the most poetic non-answer I've ever heard. What if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Sounds pretty peaceful to me. Can even get used to all the weird hands. Sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Let it be. You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
I'm not going back. You can't make me.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
I'm pretty sure we have eternity. Wait forever.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage? You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
This is slightly starting to make my head hurt. Wait, what just happened? What? Did that just cause the game to close? I don't know. See, the thing...
What?
I do not know, because the thing I can never tell about a game that is as screwy as this is if something like that happens, is it just the game crashing, or has it intentionally closed itself? Okay, so according to Pumpkin here, she's specifically waiting for later. So, yeah, it would appear that that is indeed okay. All right, it was intentional. Good. Sometimes I can't tell, because I played another game a little while ago that just straight up closed itself, and it turns out that was not supposed to happen. So, okay, okay, cool. Ooh, all right, so let's dive in to see if we can do another quick run through, and see what happens. You literally had that happen last night. Okay, all right, so it's not just me. Let's do another little dive into this and see if I can get another quick ending, because something tells me I'm not going to do all of this game in one go, because I don't think my head's going to be able to handle it. But I do want to try to do another... see if I can get another ending. So I got this one by being completely contrary and not doing anything the narrator told me to. This time, let's just follow what he says, word for word, I guess. Let's do that. If the game loads. Oh, what?
Though we were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
I love that it just immediately cut into this. Okay. See, the thing I love about this is if, say for example, somebody was playing this, they got to this ending, they made that decision, and the game just closed on them, and they thought nothing of it. And then years go by, or even just months. And then they stop and think to themselves, was there anything else to that? I mean, there's 100 some odd achievements for this game. Maybe I'm gonna go in there and try to get some more. Then they start up the game again, forgetting about anything they did prior, and this is the first thing that greets them when they open it again. What a fucking trip that must be.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. Good to know. A rich and vibrant heart bring the stranger to her.
In the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin, and in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If
You You can skip previously seen dialogue by hitting Tab on your keyboard. On a controller. Let's take the chaotic approach this time. Sweet, I've always wanted to offer Monarch. Viva la Revolution!
The spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I noticed the Contrarian is not with us, so I guess he would
The
only...
interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Okay, so everything actually looks normal now. And I guess the Contrarian wouldn't have appeared unless I kept arguing with the narrator, which I did.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
See, the thing I'd argue there is the princess doesn't actually live here. She's kind of captive here, but, you know. Potato, potato, I guess.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you?
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Yeah, somebody hired me on, like, one of those handyman apps and told me to come down and I had to deal with a princess problem. Almost as if they were telling me about exterminating mice. I don't know.
Good job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
But no way, why would you even think? Let's just straight up go ahead with it. Yeah, let's take that route.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Follow orders like a good little soldier, I guess.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Unless I'm real good at throwing them.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
She isn't bluffing. What if she kills us? Are you sure she's not armed?
I'm positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
Yeah, let's go ahead with it.
You charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck.
Fair enough.
Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you run out of time.
Die. I get to choose between dying and finishing the job. Yeah, no, let's go ahead with it.
With the last bit of your will, you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh,
The two of you collapse on the floor together, rapidly bleeding out.
She doesn't seem too perturbed by it.
somehow I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder, do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Razor. Somehow we're not done yet.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path, you're here to slay her.
It's going to kill me again. He slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here
I
again?
can assure you that you didn't slay her, and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
Says the disembodied
He
voice.
doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
New split personality unlocked.
Stabbed to death?
Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. When we asked you if you were sure she didn't have a weapon on her, you said you were positive she didn't. But it turns out she did, because when we charged her, she started stabbing us to death.
Technically, she slit our throat, but I feel like that's kind of like splitting hairs at this point, or splitting carotid arteries, I guess.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
I'm beginning to think he doesn't mean that figuratively. Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
But I did listen to you.
We did exactly what you said. Sounds to me like you probably had some kind of elaborate nightmare, in which case I shouldn't be held accountable for what supposedly happened. But congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds
I don't
to me
sound
like
like
you're making
that.
the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here.
At least you know not to trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else. She just caught us by surprise last time. She can't do that twice. So long as we're careful, we can win this. That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all.
Okay, let's talk a little about the princess.
Just be quick about it.
Someone almost stabbed me to death. How can someone like that in the world? Let's see, we killed each other last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen
Like
again?
I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world. Oh, and don't get stabbed while you're at it.
All she did last time around was stab me to death. How can someone like that in the world?
She just can. But she's still only a princess. You're fully up to the task you've been given, so long as you remember that.
You're in that basement. What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
What people? Where are we? What is she the princess of? You're not really giving me a lot of pertinent information here. People locked her away. Why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
Mm-hmm. Buttering me up so I'll do what you want. Makes
If
sense.
anyone's special here, it's her. That was a nasty trick she pulled on us.
Being cagey, what aren't you telling
I've
me?
told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. You didn't tell us about her knife last time, though. That's because she's unarmed. And more than that, it's because there wasn't a last time.
Still think that's bullshit,
Right.
but okay.
Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Turn around and leave. Now let's go to the cabin.
A warning. Before she will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything. It couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you. We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Dramatic zoom.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
See, the mirror's back.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Do I want to look at the mirror again? Maybe. The cabin is different. Stuff.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Say anything about the
That's
mirror on the wall.
because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Can you two stop arguing? It's stressful enough in here without all of this extra noise.
Care about whether I'm being
As
lied
do
to.
I. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What? You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the... It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Yeah, I'm not going to bother to look in the mirror, because that might just put me on the same track I was on before.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour. That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I told you. That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
This looks more like a cave.
I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
There is something very unsettling about this. We killed each other last time. I'd rather not do that again. I know you're mad at me, but I think we both just need to let bygones be bygones. Come close to you. You're just gonna stab me, aren't you?
What? No! No! I wouldn't stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason.
She's so very convincing.
And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to, not stabbing distance to help me.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
She certainly feels threatening.
Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it. But you know who is armed? You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job.
Buddy, no.
But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
Do you remember what happened last time?
Last time? If somebody came into my house and tried to kill me and I cut his neck open and then he stabbed me in the heart and we both died looking in each other's eyes, well, surely I would remember that.
I mean, surely you would. That very oddly specific chain of events.
But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
There you go again, talking up delusions about a past life experience that clearly didn't happen. Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right?
Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
Narrator fella, you do know that we just said you were lying too, right? That's exactly what happened, so you do remember it.
Would I just lie? Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again?
Kind of, yes.
I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
Aha! She slipped up there. She said again, and her taking it back doesn't count.
That made the cheated sound like a duck there for a minute. Right?
Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop dawdling. This is only going to end with violence. Postponing the inevitable is only going to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
I don't know if it could be any worse than what happened the first time around. I'm not trusting this. Bye! Both honest with each other. I was sent here to stop you from ending the world, and you slashed my throat last time.
That doesn't sound like me.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her?
She can keep vaguely threatening me until I'm certain she can't do anything about
We're
it.
clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance. Oh, I'm sorry, do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now? You're acting like you are. My entire world is at risk. And maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way. No, I have my dignity. Fine, and will continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
I do love that from my perspective. I'm looking at an incredibly sketchy princess who may or may not have the mystical ability to end the world, but certainly has the ability to open up my throat. But from her perspective, she sees this weird goblin-y man arguing with himself. So really, who's the real crazy one here? I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife?
Now, it did specifically say last time that she had a knife up her sleeve. I don't know if that dress actually has sleeves, though. It's kind of hard to tell from here. Also, her hands are behind her back. That's suspicious.
And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
No one said you had to look at them.
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death. Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
So you keep telling me. Prove it then. Prove it that you don't have a knife.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you, but I don't have one, so I can't.
The princess smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
So she doesn't really have any sleeves. She's not holding any knives.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
No, not the last time, but the time before last time that I saw you, you did have, like, oodles of dozens of hands, so... There might be one coming right out of the back of your head with a chainsaw or something, I don't know.
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
Practically zero is not zero. What if you're just hiding it somewhere secret?
I've shown you all of my hiding spots. What kind of princess do you think I am? I would never hide something sharp somewhere secret. Wait, that sounds like I'm lying, but I'm actually not. My secret zones are for me, only they have nothing to do with you or my intention to not stab you to death the second you get close to me.
Secret zones?
Her smile drops for a moment, her expression sharp and flat.
I assure you, there's nothing hidden there.
I'm inclined to believe her on that one. She seems serious. Of course, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have something hidden somewhere. We know for a fact she's armed.
I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now.
That's so rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh? Silly little Birdface thinks he's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything. Thinks he can tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me.
Okay, so she's calling me Birdface.
I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
I think I've said my piece at this point. I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
Okay. Can't we just talk things through?
But we don't have anything to talk through. We're strangers and this place is cramped and annoying and you should just come over here and let me out.
But I really don't want to.
Okay, I'm bored now.
She's bored? That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Not in a way that matters. She's a prisoner. She's... Shit. In a sudden burst of movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm, her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion. Huh. So I guess she did have a knife of her own after all.
No shit.
That's conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do? At least we're safe here. She's still in chains. And those chains stop her from continuing her advance, at least for a moment. She looks down at them with something between annoyance and confusion.
I mean, she could just lop her arm off and come for me.
And then slices through her arm.
I fucking knew it!
Okay, maybe we aren't safe here. She doesn't even hesitate before darting towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace. Ah, shit. Okay, she's down an arm and we still have a weapon. I guess we'll have to use it. And use it you do. But unfortunately for you, and for the entire world, you are horribly outmatched.
You fucked up so badly.
You keep pace with her for a single brief and wordless exchange, before she severs your hand and, with it, your only line of defense.
One little detail I do love about this game is that the cursor keeps changing depending on the circumstances, so I've just lost my right hand, so the cursor has flipped over to the left.
She's even better at this than she was last time. Bloody cheater.
I'm going to kill you now.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
With a squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Son of a bitch. Chapter 3, The Arms Race.
You're on a path in the woods. No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin. You're what? The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do? I feel dizzy. Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now? The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
New personality unlocked.
What's the point of fighting if she's just going to win every time? It hurts being sliced to pieces. We're better off just sitting up here and doing nothing.
Another new personality unlocked? What's that now, like 6, 7?
Right, so obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right? That can't be right. That's too much responsibility.
I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp. That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
And what if we never do?
So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to?
One thing, buddy. There's no door, there's a
I'd
mirror.
love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right? But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore. I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it. You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice.
I do love that it is just various aspects of myself. I am just a singular person, but I'm multiple people.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Wipe the mirror. That was a really good one. I could really feel the weight in that.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising. It was never there. Just an illusion. Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Said that so many times and it's never true.
You don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
I've fallen down, stabbed myself with the knife, game over.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
That's good.
But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
Fun for who?
Fun for her, maybe. I didn't like dying all over again.
Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival. Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Considering how upset he was about dying, I'm actually kind of surprised he's taken that perspective.
Nothing bad has come of it yet. Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
I do like that the narrator is apparently agreeing with us now that this has happened, and he's not trying to bullshit us that, what are you talking about, multiple lives? This is the first time you've been here.
The past isn't real. There's only here and now. Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
Well, that was quick.
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
Fighting her, obviously, we're heels were. There's no reason we can't talk this out. Oh, that's easy. I'm going to try flirting with her. She has swords for arms and we don't. We're panicking. We're going to fight her and we're going to have a stiff upper lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. Oh, these ideas suck. Think up something better. No, we gotta flirt. We gotta turn on that charm.
Now, I've tolerated quite a bit from you, but this is a bridge too far. Please don't try romancing the princess. She wants to kill you. She's going to end the world if you don't stop her.
Listen, buddy, right off the hop, this game told me it was a love story, okay? And I hadn't seen anything that would lean towards that until now, so this is what's happening.
Yeah, do we have to flirt with the murderous monster?
It's better than not.
I'd rather not.
It's not like she wants us anyway.
I'm fine with it. Let's see where this goes.
The cheetah's down to clown. I know you want to kill me, but has anyone ever told you how gorgeous you are? I just feel like I really get you. I like you, romantically even. Maybe you can hash this out over a date. How about you buy me dinner before impaling me to death? Give her the look! No, we gotta give her the look.
The look. The look. We've all used it. Yeah, do you not know about the look?
Even I know about the look.
You flash the princess the look. And a rosy blush rushes to the princess's cheeks as she breaks into a wide grin. Unbelievable.
Oh yeah, man, you do not doubt the power of the look.
Oh, is that how it is? Yeah, okay, I feel that. I like you too. Neat.
Neat.
Oh, be damned. This is actually going to work, isn't it?
No, we're still gonna die.
Still going to kill you. But now we can both enjoy a mutual romantic subtext to the murder.
That's better, I guess?
Or not.
At least she likes us. I've never been liked before.
Oh, you poor soul.
Blush still glowing in her cheeks. The princess closes the distance between you, blades flashing. She skewers you. Ow.
What worthwhile romance doesn't hurt at least a little bit? What matters is that she likes us. She's even said as much.
I love that a new personality has erupted because of this. I feel like erupted was probably not a good choice of words for that, but here we are. Yeah, meet cute. Yeah, exactly. I was sent down there to murder her. Her arms turned into swords. She impaled me. It was great. 10 out of 10. Would date again. And probably will have to because we're stuck in a nightmarish eternal recurrence.
Oh, a new one of us.
For dream date, honestly, yeah, of course it is. Of course. Makes perfect sense. Yeah, I don't think it gets much more enemies to lovers than this.
I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die?
Buddy, we just got stabbed. I'm assuming we did. And I do like how they're all kind of like realizing that, yes, I am a fractured personality.
What? No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I think we're dead, and that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I don't know what to tell you. I broke reality with the very first time I tried this, okay?
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
See? She loves what we bring to the table. It's great.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another... us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
It's even got the classic sword fight scene, except instead of holding a blade to my throat, she slits it. Yeah, there is always room for improvement. And I feel like that's what it is. Like, this is just every decision I make, I'm making a fractured piece of personality that will eventually merge into something that's either compatible with or better than her.
As long as we keep moving.
We'll win her heart eventually.
I like his confidence.
Oh, great. So it's going to get even more crowded. Even more deluded voices that think we might stand any kind of chance.
Come on, show me something new.
Feels more authority, puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk this out. She has swords for arms, we're panicking. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it! Doesn't work and she kills you again and again and again and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
The contrarian's back!
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder.
Oh, we got a stubborn fella.
She skewers you.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Just panic. Flee. She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
Do you see that? We almost had her.
Sure about
That was luck. But we only have to get lucky once. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
How many personalities am I going to end up with by the time this is done?
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
Yeah, because this creature that's looking more and more monstrous the more she kills us, definitely gonna listen to us.
She skewers you. See? We're getting better.
Okay, yeah. That was a good one.
None of this is working. Think. Skewers you. We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time.
You're right. One last time, that's all we need. And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 4, Mutually Assured Destruction. Okay.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from there.
See, it's funny, I thought I was going to go through a real quick run of this where I tried to do everything like he told me, and here we are.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
Oh, what if we throw it out the window?
Over my dead body.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
I'm sure I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really.
Well, dead is dead, I guess.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them?
He hasn't given us any good advice at all so far, so, you know?
Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only...
It's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to win. Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Do I have a choice?
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it, though. Just you wait, and not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now?
Well, this is new, so yes.
Oh, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts.
I mean, it's kind of new, but you were kind of leaning towards this the last time you killed me anyway. So, I gotta say, you really gotta turn your game up a little bit more than this.
She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Okay, well, I mean, that's a little more impressive, I'll give it that.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Is it a horrible stabbing death? Because I feel like we've been there.
Holy shit!
She's gorgeous.
Absolutely divine.
And I'm sure that's something we're going to need to unpack with a psychologist at some point, but...
Yes, behold the perfect woman. Do you think we can throw her out the window?
As with all problems, this can be solved with defenestration.
That looked painful.
Truly the perfect woman. All sharp edges.
How is she still alive?
You can see the hurt, right?
Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
Well, we might not for very long.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
This
All right,
is all
sir.
just a
This is
sick joke.
What just happened? It's so quiet.
Back to something that looks sensible again. Him too.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
Do not act, and yet, through that inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Weapons clash again and again as you and her entering a rhythm of free of thought and free of self. So it's going into full anime fight, is what you're telling me. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, the faster the momentum is between you. An endlessly building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition. Hers strikes too. One slice, man. That's exactly what this is. Plunk! Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. And now she's hands again. If this doesn't end with a fist fight where we throw all the hands, you do not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. You do so. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach towards glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. The bloat. You've grown. You've grown. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. Oh, now she's blades.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
It's the same being as you were before. How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Considering you've turned into a whole cutlery drawer, you do have all the means to carve new avenues. Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
What's it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
It's nice to have such confidence. This is all done. Do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, What I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
So what she's telling me is the look really did work. At the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right?
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
I mean, that sounds nice. Maybe we can do that instead. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Okay, at least she kind of gave us a straight answer there, and that's something I was worried about. That I would just keep accidentally replaying the same scenarios over and over again. So it looks like I can't do that. That's good. Kudos to the development team for that. You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
Depends on the person, I guess.
My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is a single-minded edge. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for a piercing heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Okay, so much as I thought with the initial ending I got, she is basically a conglomeration of different styles of princesses. So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
Not to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but they are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them you are a gate to something more, but they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before.
So basically all progress is good progress. Gotcha. Good to know.
I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
How many more vessels do I need?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
I don't know what would happen if I selected either of these, so I'm not gonna.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Bring the razor full to her.
You're on a path in the woods.
Okay.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I've ended up playing a lot more of this than I anticipated. I think... I'm going to save this right there. I'm assuming... Okay, yes, there we go. Boom. I am going to continue with this later, but I think that's as much as I can handle of that right now. Because holy cow, it's much darker than I anticipated. Right. Holy cow, that was a lot more than I was expecting. I wasn't expecting it to get that existential and strange. I thought it was just going to be some kind of like weird ass thing where it's like, oh, maybe the princess is a monster, maybe the princess isn't actually a monster, but you'd have multiple playthroughs to decide what would happen. And that's kind of what this is. Except it has this kind of running interdimensional thing going on underneath it. So that's something. I'm going to take a little break, but I'm not quite done yet. I played more of this than I thought I would, but I would like to play at least an hour of Eclipsium, and I will explain what that is once I get back. I just need to get a drink. The writing in this game is really good. Again, I expected good things from what I've heard of it, but also not as good as that, you know? Because that's a hell of a thing. It's one of those things that's kind of really going to stick with me, like a few other things I can name, a few other games that I've played and streamed. So, I wasn't sure if I was going to dive into this over and over again, because I know there's multiple endings and such for this game. But I think I am. I think I am going to carry on playing this until I can see as much of it as I possibly can. But like I said, not right now. For the moment, I am going to grab myself something else to drink, maybe a little bit of water, and I will be back to do maybe an hour or so of Eclipsium, and we'll see how that goes. So I'll be right back.